Welcome to another video for Real Talk. Hopefully you have watched some of my dating site reviews. There are currently 17 videos and it covers roughly 30 different dating sites. My goal in doing all of this review is to save you from wasting your time, and more importantly, I want to save you from wasting your money. As you can see in my videos, a lot of these dating sites aren't the typical dating sites that you are familiar with, like Tinder, Match, OkCupid, eHarmony, and so on. In this particular video, I am doing something a bit different. I am actually reviewing other dating site reviews. And these other dating sites are Top Date Reviews. This one here is for the Dating Auditor. This review is from the Dating Critic. This one here is from a site called Dating Jedi. And this one here is for a review called Medium. Oftentimes, these other dating site reviews, as I have listed here, are biased, meaning the reviewer are paid to review the dating site. Therefore, they can't give you an objective and unbiased review, and they leave out key information and details. I also found in these other reviews, as you see here, the reviewer has not even used the dating site they are reviewing at all. And I will show you all of this in my video. If you watch any of my reviews, you will know that I give you a complete breakdown, a thorough, detailed review of the dating site. I give you a point of view look of the dating site. I show you how the dating site really works. I provide all of the features and details, and I give you in-depth information and share information that you may not find elsewhere. And then finally, I tell you what I like about the dating site, what I dislike, and whether I recommend the dating site or not. As I mentioned previously, these other dating sites reviews, as you see here, they are very generic. They only provide you with general information, and they keep out or they purposely omit key information and details. A lot of this information you need to know so you can have all of the facts before trying out any of these dating sites. So since I am not a paid reviewer, I am not paid to do my reviews, I can give you a fair and honest and unbiased opinion on all of the dating sites. With that said, let's just head on to the next section and we can just get started. I will focus on 6 popular Asian dating sites and take a closer look at all of the different reviews for these sites. These sites I will focus on are AsianMelodies, EasternHoneys, LoverWhirl, OrchidRomance, SakuraDate, and then finally AsianMelodies. Some of these sites have duplicate reviews, and I will just point out what is different about each one. For each of this review, I will tell you what they have right, what is incorrect, and what are the missing information. Because remember, these sites are paid to do their reviews. I am not. While you are in here and if you are looking at these reviews, you need to pay close attention to the fine print. And what I'm referring to is the advertisement disclosure right here. It basically says we earn commission from sites listed on this page, which influences how the listings are presented. And then if you come over to the Dating Auditor, they have the exact same advertisement disclosure. We earn commission from the site listed on this page, which influences how listings are presented. Heading on over to the Dating Critic, once again, their advertisement disclosure. We receive fees from partners that influence rating listings. The only one that I don't see is Dating Jedi. I don't see that disclaimer. I have reached out to Dating Jedi. I will talk more about that in the video later on. And then I don't see a disclaimer for Medium, for AsianMelodies. I did reach out to them as well, and I have not received a response. But the bottom line is for Top Date Reviews, the Dating Auditor, and certainly for the Dating Critic, you need to look at their review and take it with a grain of salt. Let's take a closer look at AsianMelodies. According to Top Date Reviews, it is the #1 Asian dating site for 2025. But that is absolute nonsense. It is not the #1 Asian dating site for 2025. And once again, this review or this ranking is absolutely meaningless because they are paid to write such good review. Asian women seeking men over 40. This is absolutely true. I am definitely over 40. When I am on Asian fields, I get flooded. I mean, hundreds of messages from women that are 20 to 30 years old. They definitely prefer older men, and they prefer Western men. And this is a good topic. I will make a video on this topic at a later date. Meet Asian ladies. Well, it is called Asian dating site, so that is a no-brainer. And when I say Asian, probably 75% will be Chinese. And then the last point here is 67% verified female users. I would say that is probably true also. I don't have any data saying that it isn't, and I'm sure this number is coming from Asian fields. And when you are in any of these dating sites, you can tell a verified user by looking at their profile. So for example, this here is my Asian fields account. I just happened to open up Ingrid here just to show everyone. When you see this blue check mark, it means that the user is verified, so their name, age, and appearance has been verified, so you know that they are who they say they are. Heading on over to the dating auditor for Asian fields. So here they also gave it a #1 dating site for 2025. You can see they have the exact same language, Meet Asian Ladies, and the same 67% verified female users. So how is that two different site review has the exact same language, the exact same score, and the exact same overall rating? Is it another coincidence? Well, no, it is not. Once again, I'm pretty sure, I'm probably 100% sure, Asian Fields is definitely paying both of these sites to give them such good reviews, and they are definitely telling them what to write in the review. So let's take a little bit closer at the actual review. Let's come back to this review really quick before I move on. So let's say you stumble upon this review, or even on the dating auditor, because it is exactly the same. And you see all this glowing review for Asian Fields. You see it's 4.5 stars, it's got a 9.8 score with an overall excellent. And it is considered the #1 Asian dating site for 2025. It's got all these cool things, and you read their review, and you see some good things and some bad things. And then you say to yourself, wow, I'm gonna definitely try Asian Fields. After all, it is the #1 Asian dating site, and it's got a highly ranked review. Well, let me ask you this. Have you been paying attention? What is this review missing? What is it missing? Well, let me tell you, you don't need to guess anymore. It is missing details. It is missing information. It lacks depth. This review tells you nothing about how the dating site actually works. It doesn't tell you how much it costs. It doesn't tell you the credit system. It doesn't tell you how long or how far your credit system will last. And it doesn't even tell you whether you can exchange personal information on here. And then it also doesn't even tell you how to exchange personal information, and it doesn't even tell you that you can definitely use this dating site for free if you want to. So this review lacks details. It lacks key information. Once again, they only give you general information to go by, and it leaves you guessing for more. So if you want to know exactly how Asian Fields work, all of the features that I just described, you can learn that in my actual review. So here you can learn all about Asian Fields and all of the other Asian dating sites by watching this video right here. 7 dating sites to meet Asian women. In this video, I break the dating site down to its core. I break it apart. I tell you everything about all of these dating sites. I tell you exactly how it works. I tell you exactly what's good about it. I tell you all of the key features, all of the details, how credits are used, and what it is actually going to cost you to use this dating site. So that is what I give you in my video. I give you all of the information that you need before trying any of these dating sites. So essentially that is a summary of Asian Fields. Once again, if you want to know all about Asian Fields, you can just watch my review, 7 dating sites to meet Asian women, and I tell you all of the details that you need to know if you want to try it for yourself. Again, details that these crappy dating review sites don't provide to you. In terms of EasternHoneys, LoverWhirl, and OrchidRomance, I won't talk about them, and the reason being is all 4 of these dating sites that you see here, they are identical. They are identical to one another. The only difference is the name only, but everything else is exactly the same. So EasternHoneys, LoverWhirl, OrchidRomance looks exactly as Asian feels as you see here. The website is the same. It is mostly Chinese women. They have the same credit system, the same messaging, the same mail, the same following. All of the details are absolutely identical. There's no difference among these dating sites. And once again, the only difference is in the name and name only. So if you want to know all about 4 of these dating sites, not to sound redundant, just check out this video right here. So next, let me talk about AsianMelodies and check out that review. Let me back up a step here and let me point this out to everyone. So here is a review site called the Dating Critic. Now the Dating Critic does a better job of giving you information and actually reviewing the dating site. Unlike the Dating Auditor and Top Date Review, I pointed this out already in the video. Their reviews are very generic and they leave a lot of information. But here on the Dating Critic, they go into more details and they certainly give you more information. Now keep this in mind, they are also a paid advertiser. They do receive money to do their reviews. So once again, I don't trust them at all. They are very much biased. However, they do give you more detail. So let's take a closer look at OrchidRomance and check out their review. I won't spend a lot of time on here. They do give you more background information. But once again, all of these information are applicable to all of the other dating sites. But let me point out several things that you need to be mindful of if you want to try any of these dating sites for yourself. The first one is free features. The only thing you can do for free is to look at profiles and public photos. You can add any members you want, that is free. You can send as many links as you want, that is free. You can like as many members as you want, that is free. You can make changes to the profile, that is free. And you can also sign up for the website, that is free to do so. So for example, here's my Asian Feels account. I can go through and look at any members as I want. You can hit a like by hitting a star. You can open up their profile and read all about them, all of these features for free. The second one is premium membership. So all of these dating sites works on a credit system. So these are the only things you can do for free. Everything else will cost you money. You need money for pictures, video, audio, to chat, to read a letter, and certainly to try to get a personal information. And once again, I went through all of this in my actual review. But here's what is struck out to me is the credit system. I don't know where this credit system comes from, but I can tell you this is not true. It is not accurate. But according to the dating site, it is updated June 2025, so it is recent. Maybe the website is updated, but the features for OrchidRomance and EasternHoney is not updated because they are showing you 3 credit systems and the cost for each one. This is false. Let me show you the actual credit system and what the actual cost is to use this dating site. So I can come to my Asian Feels account, click on Get More Credits, and here is the actual cost if you want to use Asian Feels or OrchidRomance or whatever. They give you 4 choices, 45 credits up to 800 credits, anywhere from $20 to $200. So you will have to purchase one of these credit systems to do video, audio, pictures, letters, and try to exchange personal information. Once again, I explained all of this in my video in more detail. So I am not sure where this number comes from, and as I have shown you, it is not accurate. Let's take a closer look at EasternHoneys from the Dating Critic. And once again, EasternHoney works the same way as OrchidRomance, Asian Feels, and all the other dating sites. Taking a closer look, they do give you more information on here, but again, all of the information you see in EasternHoney is applicable to all of the other dating sites as well. So you have free and paid services as listed on here. And then also for the prices, well, let me scroll back up so you can look at it a little bit more closer. So you can register, you may get free bonus when you sign up. That is true for all of the other dating sites as well. Each site does have a 24/7 contact member support. That is also true. That is a nice feature to have for all of these dating sites. In terms of fee, again, you need fee or credits to chat, do photos, to do audio, to do letters, and to try to exchange personal information. Again, all of these are identical to any of the dating site. And then down here are the prices. Once again, this price here is, I don't know where this came from, but it is definitely not accurate. They show you 3, and this 3 is not up to date. Once again, I am confused by why they are showing this, because this is very old information. As I have shown you, Eastern Honey is the same as Asian Fields. And once again, let me remind you of the actual cost. You have 4 options, 45 credits to 800 credits, $20 to $200. So if you are on Eastern Honey, this is what you are expected to pay. It is not what they are showing on here. This is very old information. It is not up to date. And then finally, there is also a review for Eastern Honeys from this site called Medium and from this traveling Frenchman. And let me tell you, his review is absolutely garbage. So he also does a review for top 4 Asian dating sites and apps. He ranks SakuraDate, but he also has one for Eastern Honeys, the Lucky Date, and Asian Dating. And by the way, I have a review for Asian Dating and SakuraDate as well. But let's go down to his review for Eastern Honeys, and it's going to be very much the same. It is very generic. It just tells you a little bit of background information about Eastern Honeys, how many monthly users, and it has 4.5 stars on SiteJabber. But that is crap. I looked on SiteJabber. Eastern Honey does not have 4.5 stars. I don't know when this was done. And then he gives you his reason why he chose Eastern Honeys. But the overall summary here is his reviews are very generic once again. It does not show you the cost. It does not show you the credit system. It does not show you can't exchange personal information. If you can, how much it costs, and so on and so forth. So once again, this review is very generic. It actually sucks. It is a waste of time. So that is a summary of Eastern Honey from 2 different dating sites. Once again, the Dating Auditor and Top Date Review has one as well, but it is not very good, as I have pointed out. So there you have it, a summary of all of the Asian dating site. I didn't go into LoverWhirl. I don't need to. Once again, LoverWhirl is the same as all of these other dating sites. So all of the information I just touched upon is applicable to LoverWhirl as well. So let's talk about AsianMelodies. So here on Top Date Reviews, they don't have a review for AsianMelodies. That's because AsianMelodies didn't pay them any money. Same thing for Top Date Auditor. They do not have one for AsianMelodies, and neither does the Dating Critic. And once again, because AsianMelodies did not pay them any money. But there is a review for AsianMelodies here on the Dating Jedi. But let me tell you this before I get too far. AsianMelodies is exactly the same as all of these dating sites that you see here. It is exactly the same as Asian Fields, Eastern Honeys, LoverWhirl, and OrchidRomance. There is no difference whatsoever. AsianMelodies works exactly the same way. Same feature, same website, same layout, same functionality, same everything. The only difference about AsianMelodies is the name and name only. Now with that said, let's just dig deeper into the Dating Jedi review of AsianMelodies. Here's what the Dating Jedi has going for it. In terms of a dating site review and giving you a lot of detail and information about the dating site they are reviewing, the Dating Jedi actually does a pretty good job. They give you a lot of information, a lot of summary, a lot of good features here about the dating site. It is one of the better ones that I've seen. However, they do have kept out some important information as well. But it is much better than this Dating Frenchman, a lot better than the Dating Critic, although Dating Critic is decent. It's definitely better than the piece of crap Dating Auditor, and it's definitely better than the Top Date Reviews. So that is one great thing about Dating Jedi. You can come on here, look at their reviews. They do give you a lot of really good information about the dating site. And once again, like I said, they do left out a lot of key details and information, and I will point that out as we go. Let's take a closer look of Dating Jedi review for AsianMelodies, and let me point this out. According to the website, and this review was done by Andy Park, it was last updated May 29, 2025, so this is very recent. However, I do notice some discrepancies on here, and I will point that out as we come to it. They do give you a lot of good general information and background, so I won't spend a lot of time on here. This is the current AsianMelodies website if you were to look them up. A typical profile features that you would see. AsianMelodies does have a good anti-scam policy, at least based on my use and experience of the website. So here is the main screen when you log into AsianMelodies. This is what it will look like. And just to confirm this detail, let me show you my actual AsianMelodies account. Here it is. As you can see, it is the exact layout and exact same thing as the Dating Jedi is showing you, so that is good. This here is your main chat screen, so when you chat with someone you will be brought to this screen, and let me show you just to corroborate what they are showing you. I can go to my message, and when it opens up, as you can see, it looks exactly like what the Dating Jedi is showing you, so that is also good here. And again, they go through a lot of details. I just don't want to sound redundant. But here's the feature on AsianMelodies that the Dating Jedi did show. I didn't show you this for OrchidRomance and Asian Feels, but once again, it works exactly the same way. Here's a cool feature that the Dating Jedi is showing you that the other dating sites did not. So whether it's AsianMelodies or any of the other Asian dating sites, you actually have the option of sending a member a virtual gift or also a real gift. Keep this in mind, people, especially you guys. Virtual gifts are fake gifts. You will spend real money sending a fake gift. However, you do have the option of sending real gifts, and that would cost you real money as well. So that is a cool feature that this Dating Jedi is showing you. And let me show you the actual gifts on my account. So for example, I can just scroll down here, pick a member. I'm just going to pick Sophia. As I scroll down, you will see that she has an option of virtual gift and real gift. Let me just show you really quick. I think everyone will have similar gift set. I won't go through all of this. Once again, these are fake gifts. It is not real, but it will definitely cost you real money. And then if you want to, if you are feeling generous or you have a ton of money that is burning a hole in your pocket, you can certainly send a member a real present. So you can just pick whatever present that you want, and then you just fill out the ordering process and the present will actually get delivered. Once again, this is real and it is going to cost you real money. All the gifts on here are quite expensive. So keep your head on your shoulder if you certainly want to go this route. Let me just scroll down and spend a few minutes talking about the most important aspect of AsianMelodies, and that is the overall cost to use the website. As previously mentioned, not much you can do for free other than just to browse and send winks and likes. That is lame because you really won't get much out of it. Everything else, if you want to do post, audio, photo, video, do letters, try to exchange information, you would definitely need to purchase a credit system. This is what the Dating Jedi is showing you as the current credit system. There are 5 packages, anywhere from $10 to $150. I'm confused by this because this is not accurate. Because according to the Dating Jedi, this website was updated. Let me scroll back to the top. May 29, 2025. So that is a bit confusing to me. Let me actually show you what the real cost is on AsianMelodies. Here is my AsianMelodies account. And I will just click on get more credits, and this should bring up the current credit system and what it will actually cost you. As you can see here, there are 5 packages, anywhere from 45 credits to 2,000 credits, anywhere from $20 to $500. And here the website is trying to show you the more money you spend, the more that you will save. This is absolute garbage. It is absolutely meaningless. So that is definitely different than what the Dating Jedi is showing here. Again, I don't know why that is. However, what I just showed you is the most accurate, most up-to-date pricing system. So if you come on AsianMelodies, this is what you are expected to pay. Here's a problem I have with Andy's review. The first one I already mentioned, and that is the actual cost. This is what they are showing, and this is the actual cost. Let me just remind you real quick. So you come on to AsianMelodies, expect to pay this price. This is very current pricing. It is certainly different than what Dating Jedi is showing you. The other issue I have is that they didn't show you the credit system. Why do you need credits? Let me show you that for yourself. I would click on credits, and you need credits to read a mail, to send a mail. You need credit to just chat. Any stickers, virtual gift or fake gifts also requires credit. To do any type of media, photo, audio, you definitely need credits. And to look at certain features like a post, you definitely will need credit. Another thing that Andy did mention in his review is post. Only women can send you posts. So for example, let me just go to my inbox. So posts are like a letter and pictures all in one. So for example, Shin Yu here can send me a post in here, and she may send a picture, she may send a message, she may send a letter, and she may even send an audio or video message. This is only available to women and women only. Men cannot do that. So once again, this was left out in Andy's review. I looked through it, he didn't mention it at all. And then the other thing on here that is left out by the Dating Jedi is women on here, the vast majority of women on here uses the dating site for free. That's right. I will say at least 80% of the women on here uses the dating site for free. And but the good thing is men can also use the dating site for free, and you can do that by applying to become a top user. That is down here, so you can just click on become a top user, go through the application process. I would tell you it is very lengthy. The requirements to becoming a top user is quite lengthy. You are essentially a slave to this dating site. However, you do have that option if you want to do so. And once again, Andy did not mention that in his review at all. And then the other feature on here that he didn't cover is the exchange of personal information. So any women or men you are chatting with, if you want to exchange your email or phone number, you can't do that. It is blocked. You can't do it in a chat. You can't do it in a letter. You can't do it in a photo if you try to be creative. Any attempt to exchange personal information on here will strictly be blocked. If you want to exchange personal information on this dating site, the only way to do that is you will need to pay for it, guys. Once again, it can be extremely expensive. It will cost you over $1,000. And if you want to, you can just contact customer support by clicking this question mark. It pops up a customer chat, and you can go through the process of exchanging personal information. And I will tell you this, it is quite lengthy. You have to provide a lot of documentation, and more importantly, it will cost you over $1,000. So those are all the things that the Dating Jedi did not cover in their review. I'm quite disappointed by that. I will tell you this, so here at the bottom, I actually left a comment, and I pointed out everything that they did include in their review. I also contacted them directly in a different email, once again pointing out why did you leave the overall cost out, why is it inaccurate, why is your credit system not reflective of the current AsianMelodies, why didn't you mention that is expensive, so on and so forth. I contacted them twice, and they have not responded back to me. And then I also asked if they were a paid reviewer to do AsianMelodies review. They also did not respond back to me. So this has me guessing. I'm not sure if they are paid. I mean, what is their rationale for leaving out these key features and key things and key information that I have just pointed out to you? So even though their review is quite thorough, they definitely left out a lot of good information. And once again, these are information that I just pointed out to you that you need to know if you want to try AsianMelodies. And again, it is also the same for any of the other Asian dating sites. Let's talk about the last dating site on my list here, and that is SakuraDate. The Dating Critic also has one for SakuraDate. They gave it a score of 9 with excellent and a 4.5 stars. The Dating Jedi also has one for SakuraDate as well, and is written by the same guy, Andy Park. Here they gave it almost basically a 5-star overall. They spoke highly of SakuraDate. And then the last one is Traveling Frenchman. He also did one for SakuraDate. He gave it #1 ranking. I would tell you, all of his review, as I read through pretty much every one of them, it is nonsense, it's garbage. He only gives you general information, nothing special about his review. It lacks a lot of details, and I have pointed this out already. So really the one that you need to pay attention to is the one from Dating Jedi, and you get a little bit more detail from the Dating Critic. I would just look at the Dating Critic here real quick. It is the same as their review for AsianMelodies, but here is the discrepancy once again, and let me just scroll down and show you the cost. So here the Dating Critic is showing you the credit packages, and with 2 credits to 100 credits. I will tell you this is also wrong. Let me show you the actual cost of SakuraDate if you want to use it. So here is my SakuraDate account. And if you want to see the actual cost, I will show you that right here by clicking added credits. And the credit they're showing you are 5 packages, anywhere from 45 credits to 830 credits. They are currently running a promotion for me, so it's 40% off, but the actual cost for 45 credit is $20. And the most expensive option on here is 830 credits for $348. Once again, they are running a promotion, but this is the actual cost if they are not running a promo if you want to try it. So if you look at this cost and then compare that to the Asian Dating Critic, you can see it is vastly different. They have a 2 credit to 100 credits for $400. In actuality, it's 830 credits for $348. So you get more credits, it's costing you a little bit less. And again, I don't know where this cost come from. I'm still confused how they came up with these costs. And then if you take a look at the Dating Jedi, I won't spend a lot of time on here. Again, the Dating Jedi is extremely thorough. I went through this in AsianMelodies. It is pretty much the same format. A lot of good information from the Dating Jedi. But let me scroll down to their cost system. So here they are showing you a different credit package, 35 credits to 1,000 credits, while the Dating Critic is showing you 2 credits to 100 credits. So why is that? Why is there such a discrepancy from one site to the other? And as I have shown you, so here they are a little bit more accurate, but certainly not up to date as I have shown you. So if you came onto the Dating Critics and you see this pricing, and then you go to the actual dating site for SakuraDate and you see this pricing, you'd be like, well, what the heck? I mean, why is it for 830 credit, it's really $350. But he is showing me for 1,000 credits, $200. So he's showing you more than than the actual cost. So essentially, that is a summary of the 5 dating site reviews. If you were to learn anything, just learn this. So here are your key information or your take-home points. Number 1 is you need to consider the source of the review. So if you were to look at top 8 reviews, and I pointed this out already, they are a paid reviewer. Their review are very general. They lack a lot of details and they lack a lot of information. So you really can't trust their review. They are paid to do this review. That is the same for the Dating Auditor, generic, general, and they are also paid. So you really can't trust the Dating Auditor either. This Traveling Frenchman, I'm not sure if he's paid. He's probably not. But if you look at his review, it is also general. It is also very generic. And he lacks depth and he lacks detail. So therefore his review is not very good either. As for the Dating Critic, they do give you more information. It's a little bit more thorough, but it doesn't matter. Their rating, their score, their star, all of this means nothing. Why? Because they are also a paid reviewer. And then finally, the Dating Jedi. Once again, I don't know if they are paid or not. I have asked them. They did not respond to me. However, their review is pretty thorough, and I went through this with AsianMelodies and SakuraDate. They do give you a lot of details that the other dating sites doesn't. But once again, as I have pointed out, they did leave out a lot of key details, a lot of key information. And once again, this information you definitely need to know about. So overall, it is one of the better review sites, but it still lacks a lot of depth and a lot of key information. So here's the bottom line. This is what you need to know. If you want an unbiased review, if you want all of the facts, if you want all of the details, if you want all of the key information, everything you need to know about the dating site you want to try, you can just watch my video. I am not a paid reviewer, so therefore I am giving you an unbiased review. I am an actual user, so I know these dating sites inside and out. So once again, if you want to know about Asian Fields, AsianMelodies, SakuraDate, all of the dating sites I just went through, you can watch this video right here, 7 dating sites to meet Asian women. If you want to specifically know about AsianMelodies, there's one right here. And then if you want to specifically know about SakuraDate, there is a review for that here as well. And then let me point this out while I am in here. All of these Asian dating sites gives you the option of using it for free, and I explained that in this particular video right here, how to use these Asian dating sites for free. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can certainly apply to use the dating site for free. So there you have it, my review of dating sites review. I hope you learned a lot of good information on here. And once again, be careful of where you are getting your information, because the information you are getting may be biased, and more importantly, they are leaving out a lot of good details, as I have pointed out. With that said, I wish you good luck and good luck on your dating journey, and I will see you in the next video. If you found the information in this video to be useful and it was helpful to you, be sure to watch the other videos. Good luck on your dating journey. You know what to do here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.